Alright, do you want a cool gaming setup for YouTube or Twitch streaming but don't know where to start? Well, what's up guys, Prodigy here and I'm presenting you the ultimate $600 gaming setup of 2020. And just for a disclaimer, this build will not include a PC as this series is meant to show off the equipment only, but this setup will include a desk, a monitor, a chair, a webcam, microphone, headphones, and finally a keyboard and mouse. Now starting off, we're going to be needing a nice quality desk with enough space for our equipment and possible feature upgrades, which is why I decided to pick out a 47-inch white IKEA Linman desk, which will cost you about $40 right now on the IKEA website. And if you watch my budget setup build series, you would know that I like picking out a desk from IKEA as they're a reliable company when it comes to furniture and the prices are pretty good. And you also have the option of customizing the desk however you like. For example, you could remove the tabletop of the desk and swap it for a bigger size, switch out the legs, or just change up the color in general. Which this is a great feature from IKEA because instead of buying a brand new desk that's bigger, you can easily just upgrade your current desk and add on to it. Which as a size, this desk has a length of 47 inches, a width of 23 inches, and a height of 27 inches, which is more than enough space for our equipment and possible feature upgrades. But overall, getting an IKEA desk is definitely the best choice for this setup as it does offer a lot of value, customization, and provides enough space for our equipment. Up next, we're going to be needing a high quality monitor because that's going to be our main display for the setup, which when it comes to monitors, I always recommend people to get one that's 24 inches or more as that's a good size for most people getting one. So for this setup, I chose this 24-inch Asus monitor going for about $160. And this monitor packs a lot when it comes to specs as it has a TN panel with a resolution of 1080p, has a response time of 1 millisecond, has a refresh rate of 144 Hz, includes FreeSync technology for AMD graphics cards, and finally for connectivity inputs, there's a display port, an HDMI port, and a VGA port. And if you're curious about putting this monitor on a stand, you should be happy to know that this is base mount compatible. And this is going to be great for gaming because combining all these specs together, especially the refresh rate, you're going to be getting an awesome deal if you want to play your games at a high refresh rate and no need to worry about screen tearing if you're playing at high FPS. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the best budget 144Hz monitors out there if you plan on upgrading your setup later down the line for a double or a triple monitor setup if you so please. But overall, with all these specs, this is going to be a solid monitor for starting out. Next up, we're going to be needing a chair for the setup because as we all know, you're going to need to sit on something comfy if you plan on being at your desk for a couple of hours, whether you're streaming, playing video games, or just anything in general. Which is why I chose the Amazon Basics office chair going for about $75. Now, I will have to make the disclaimer because unlike the other products in this video, I can't just straight up say that this chair will be super comfortable for everyone, as everyone has their own opinions on what's comfy or not, as you cannot easily define if a chair is fully comfortable without sitting in it. But from looking at multiple reviews from the highly rated chair, I concluded that this would be good for its value. And as of features, the chair has padding all over including the arms, has a max weight capacity of 275 pounds, and it comes with a 1-year warranty. Other than that, there isn't really anything special about this chair as it's not some fancy gaming chair. But overall, this is quite good value wise when it comes to price, but of course it does all come down to personal preference when it comes to comfort. Up next, I decided to add a webcam as I gotten some comments requesting that I add one, especially ever since the C920 webcam skyrocketed in price. So I picked out the next to go webcam, which is going for about $60 right now on Amazon. But moving on to specs, it has a video capture resolution of 1080p, shoots in 30 FPS, has a viewing angle of 65 degrees, and it's a plug and play. Which this webcam is going to be helpful for those of you who want to maybe try streaming, maybe add facecam and YouTube videos, or maybe even just use for live calls like Discord or Zoom. And if you're curious about how the webcam looks, I'll be sure to leave a link to a webcam test down below. Now, I will have to mention that if you don't want a webcam for this setup build, you can easily pour more money into any of the other products. But in my opinion, if you could upgrade any piece of equipment, I would personally recommend putting more money into the microphone so you have better sound quality. Which, speaking of sound quality, we're going to be needing a quality microphone that will provide us nice sound with a great value for its price. Which is why I picked out the Toner Q9 microphone kit, as you do get some nice audio quality for $65. And if you get the microphone kit, you get a microphone arm, a pop filter, a foam cup, a shock mount, and finally the microphone itself. And just a side note, you do not need a phantom power supply to use this microphone as it connects through a USB cable. And as a specs, the Toner Q9 uses a cardioid pattern, has a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, and has a 16mm diaphragm. But with that all out of the way, most of you guys may question how the mic actually sounds. Well, I'm going to leave some links links in the description to some audio test videos of the mic, because I know most people want to hear the actual sound quality of the microphone, which if this video gets a fair amount of likes, I'll actually review the microphone on my channel, so if you want to see that, make sure to drop a like in the video. Moving on, we're going to be needing a pair of headphones since audio is a necessity when editing a video, playing video games, or just listening to some music, which is why I picked up the Tribit Quiet Plus headphones going for about $80. Now the reason I chose these headphones is because I know there are certain people who prefer wired or wireless connection, so I decided the best option would be to pick out a pair of Bluetooth headphones, as you do have the option to go wired or wireless with them without a loss in sound quality. And these headphones feature impressive sound quality with their 40mm drivers and over-ear cups that provide passive noise isolation, includes active noise cancelling technology, has a 30-hour battery life, and they come with a built-in microphone that uses CVC6 noise cancelling technology for smoother calls, but this feature only works in Bluetooth mode. And if you want to put up the headphones, you'll be happy to know that they are foldable and are extremely portable, so if you want to take these headphones with you on the go, you should have no problem. And just a quick side note, unless your PC has Bluetooth installed or had the Bluetooth adapter plugged in, the wireless feature of these headphones will not work, but I will leave a link to a Bluetooth adapter for your PC if you plan on using the Bluetooth option. Now near the end, we're going to be needing a mouse and keyboard because that's literally the only way you're going to be able to use your computer. So starting off with the keyboard, I decided to actually recommend my current keyboard that I've been using, which is the Dravo Blademaster TE, which is going for about $70 right now on Amazon. And in my opinion, this is probably the best budget mechanical keyboard when it comes to amazing RGB. And when it comes to switches, you can get this in either cherry or Gatoron switches, with the main ones being blue, brown, and red, which if you're curious, I actually got the Gatoron brown switch variant just because I like the tactile feedback and has a slightly heavier actuation force needed. So in terms of switches, it all comes down to personal preference. But for the features of this keyboard, it has amazing RGB customization similar to your typical Razer keyboard, has full end key rollover, and best of all, it also includes a Genius knob on the side that you can program to do different things, which for me, I personally just use a knob to control my volume. But overall, if you want a mechanical keyboard that has good build quality and amazing RGB, you should definitely get the Blademaster keyboard. And finally, for the mouse, I chose the Glorious Model O, going for about $50. But this price is only relevant if you buy from the PC Gaming Race website, as the mouse costs about $10 to $20 more on Amazon at the time of this video. But getting into the features of the mouse, it is lightweight, weighing about 67 grams, includes nice RGB, has an ambidextrous design to fit left and right-handed people, and this mouse has a max DPI of 12,000. But trust me, I don't believe any of you would play on a DPI of that scale, as most people usually play on a DPI from 1000 to sometimes 3000 or more, which if you guys wanted to know, I play on a DPI of 2000 for my mouse, so it really all comes down to personal preference. And finally, the Model O comes with a 2-year warranty and a 180-day replacement guarantee, so if anything happens to your mouse, you'll be happy to know that it's protected. But overall, if you're looking to get a light mouse that has an amazing sensor, nice RGB, and just a cool design in general, I would highly recommend getting the Glorious Model O mouse. But now, if we add up the prices from all this equipment, it's gonna total to about $600 before tax and shipping. And looking back through all these items, you're getting a really nice deal, because with all this equipment, including your own PC, this setup will be good to if you want to start making YouTube videos, start streaming, or just want to get a start at building a gaming setup. And the best part about these setups is that there's always going to be room to upgrade certain equipment and add more to it. And before I end off the video, I do want to mention that because some of the equipment is from Amazon, the prices are always subject to change, and certain products may run low in stock depending on the time and date. So I would recommend getting whatever items you want as fast as possible before the prices or stocks changes for the worst. But I think that's gonna wrap it up, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, drop a like and subscribe if you're new, as I do love making budget videos like this one. Also, if you guys can, comment down below what you liked or disliked about the setup, and tell me what you would change about it, because I know everyone will have their own ideas on how to budget out certain items. So leave your comments down below, as I want to hear what you guys have to say, and because I do love responding to everyone's comments. Also, do me a favor, come join my Discord, because I definitely want to try and grow my community where people can just hang out, talk about setups and other budget builds, and way more. So if you're interested in joining, there'll be a link down below. But anyways guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to have notifications on so you won't miss any of my videos. My name's prodijay, and as always, stay classy.